Hello guys, welcome to another video in the playlist G Academy. My name is Amit, bringing you another video for RAG applications. This time we're going to be discussing chat with web page, and here we can see that based on the URL that we are giving, we are able to retrieve information and chat with the information from the web page. Now, guys, if you want to learn how to create these kinds of applications, please do subscribe to my channel and also like my content. I will be posting more videos on the coding breakdowns on how exactly these applications are being built. So you get more educational content, and also here I would be providing you an explanation where you can implement your own kind of applications, as in you don't necessarily need to copy paste from my code. You can actually build on your own if you understand the code and the intuition and how the flow of the code works. Because here I'm just giving ideas on how we can create such applications using code so that you can have more appreciation for later coding videos and not feel bored and wonder what's going on, what are we creating and all that stuff. So the purpose of all these videos is to give you a good idea on what kind of applications you can make, like all kinds of cool stuff by just using simple, maybe a few 60 lines of code. And it's not even that complicated. Much of it comes from the documentation, and also using your kind of logic on how to you just need to think a little bit, right? It's not as complex as chess or like rocket science or any kind of complex math equations. It's just simple logic and knowing the syntax, and that's about it. So please do stay tuned for my future coding videos. So here we'll be discussing about chat with web page. So how this exactly works is, let's go to a web page browser, and let's say that I want the information from this web page. So let's just copy this link and we paste it over here. Okay. Now the LLM I'll be using here would be a GPT 3.5 Turbo and temperature value zero point 0.6. Now I'll process this URL for embeddings, and based on this, we will then ask our query. So I'll just ask, what is the document about? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, what is the document about? All right, so it's going to give me an answer related to what it has been able to process. The document is about partial prompt templates in LangChain, which allows users to pass in a subset of required values to create a new prompt template that expects only the remaining subsets of values. Okay, so it is able to give us the answer, and let's just see the source documents, as in where it's able to catch this answer from. Like other, it can also make sense to partial or prompt template examples. Okay, so guys, these are all basically the context related to the query that we've given, and it's giving us like the prompt template and how it exactly works and all that stuff. So if we want to go let's say ask about prompt templates. What is a prompt template? Let's just say that. What is a prompt template? Prompt template. Okay, so it's giving me information coming from this, and yeah, prompt template is a structure that is allowed for creation of prompts with placeholders for variables that can be filled in later. Okay, now let's say I want to know about what is partial with strings. Okay, let me just copy this and paste it over here. What is partial with strings? So I'm just gonna copy paste this as it is, and let's just see what answer I get. Partial is a method of partial where prompt is partially filled with string values, allowing for the passing of a subset if this complete set is available. Okay, cool guys. So we're able to get our answer and also the related page content with this. Okay, it's also giving me the code for this also. Now let's say that I want to maybe get an answer which is slightly varied. So let me just put this at let's say 1 and see what answer I get. Okay, it's almost the same answer and it's related context. Let's just change this to say GPT-4o and to see what answers I get. So this, so yeah, so now it's able to give me a nice code breakdown of how this works. So clearly GPT-4o is quite advanced. So that's why it's giving me a much better looking result and how this prompt exactly works. Now let's just say, okay, if a prompt requires two variables, foo and bar, and you receive the foo earlier. Okay, so this is a nice way of kind of, having a good explanation of how all these things work. If you have any kind of queries, we can always just, paste it over here and the GPT-4o can explain it much better. Now, in my previous videos, I've explained about prompting and the use of prompt templates. Okay, so we can always change our prompt template to say that I want to get this answer, like explain it to me like I'm a 10-year-old, and the LLM would definitely be able to try making you understand it in a way, for someone who has no coding background or experience. So prompting is one of the biggest things we can use here. However, here I've just given a very simple prompt. You're a useful AI assistant. Just give the answer based on the query. So there's nothing too complex about it. Okay. But this is, to give you an idea on how we can also use web pages and query from them. Now let's try another example. Let's say that I want document loaders. Okay, custom document loaders. Okay, so let's just say I want information about document loaders, all right? And let's just put the link here and then just process the URL for embeddings. Okay, and here we will then get more. Okay, all right, because I've given the query as partial with functions, it's telling me the provided context does not exist, and therefore I cannot infer the context. However, in general programming terms, often use of partial from a Python function tools module. So it's able to somehow give me the answer. But let's just say I want to know more related to this page. What are document loaders? And let's see what I can get. Now GPT-4o is trained on much more data, so it's able to give me some form of relevant information, right? And I'll convert one into documents containing text and metadata. Okay. Now let's say I want to take it from a Gemma and see what answer will it give me. So by varying the choice of LLMs, we can kind of give an idea of how exactly these LLMs will help with our with how it's you know giving the answers. So the interface class that provide a standardized interface for loading documents from various sources as files in memory. And here we can get all the relevant content based on the answer. A base loader which provides a standard for document loading. Okay, so we have something called a base loader. Okay, what does that mean? Base loader. This is to convert raw data into documents. Created. Okay, so let me just ask what is, explain me more about base loaders. About base loader. So let's see what answers give me from here. It's a class that provides a standard for loading. It offers methods for. Okay, good. It's kind of giving me a nice bit of answer here. Lazy loading. The method loads documents by one, ideal for production code. Eager loading method load all document to memory at once. Suitable for prototyping or interactive work. Okay, now let me try lesser temperature value and let me see how well it performs. Okay, it's giving me a little more information. It's giving me an example and the purpose of this. Okay, so this is cool, chatting with web pages and getting the relevant information from it. Now let's see if I want to get more from this CSV. We can also, you know, load this here, process the URL for embeddings, and get the relevant answer. Now I think it's taken the old query, so it'll show me that it does not have anything related to base loader. So we can take that out and we can ask what is CSV or something like that. So guys, I hope you're enjoying these videos and getting a lot of you know knowledge on how through simple coding we can achieve such complex looking applications. And this is something you can even use in your industry or whatever. So CSV is a delimited text file that uses a comma to separate each line of the file is a data record consisting of one number separated by commas. Okay, so guys, I hope you've been able to enjoy this whole video series, and I'll be uploading more videos. So much of this is related to RAG based applications, for PDF, chat through agent tools, um, convert, let's say, a sentence into an image, or I think an image into a sentence. That's what I created. And also now this, which is chat with web pages. So please do look through all the videos, and you know, if you find that quite impressive, please do like and subscribe. And definitely I will be doing the coding breakdown. Okay, for those who have no coding experience or background, this can also be very helpful. If you do follow my channel, you could also develop applications like these. Okay, I am a data scientist with more than 2 years of experience, and I have been making RAG applications in my firm. So with this, I could be able to teach you how to make these kinds of complex applications and even much more than this. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video, and thank you everyone.